Your keyboard has been broken for 150 years. Look down at your hands right now. The letters in front of you are not arranged for speed, for comfort, or for the human brain. They were arranged to slow you down on purpose, and somehow we are all still typing on it. Meet the villain of our story, the QWERTY layout, named after the first 6 letters in the top row, QWERTY. It was born in 1873 on a clunky mechanical typewriter built by a man named Christopher Latham Sholes. Here is how Sholes's typewriter worked. You pressed a key, a metal arm called a type bar swung up, slapped an inked ribbon, and stamped a letter onto paper. Simple. Beautiful. And it had one giant problem. When 2 neighboring type bars swung up too quickly, they slammed into each other and got stuck. The typist had to stop, reach into the machine, and untangle the jammed arms. This was called a type bar clash, and it happened constantly. So Sholes had a choice: build a better machine or trick the human. He chose to trick the human. He rearranged the letters so that common letter pairs like T and H sat far apart on different type bars. Slower fingers meant fewer jams. Let me say that again because it matters. QWERTY was designed to slow you down, not to help you type faster, not to fit your hands, to stop a piece of metal from getting stuck in 1873. In 1873, Sholes sold his design to a gun company. Yes, a gun company. Remington. Remington mass-produced the typewriter. QWERTY shipped with it, and the layout spread across every office in America. Then came a turning point. In 1888, a typist named Frank McGurran held a public speed contest. He had memorized QWERTY and typed without looking. He destroyed his opponent. Newspapers everywhere declared QWERTY the winning layout. And that was it. The standard was locked in, not because it was good, but because one guy was really, really good at it. Typing schools started teaching QWERTY. Office managers ordered QWERTY machines. Everyone learned QWERTY. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the French were doing their own weird thing. They swapped the Q and the A, swapped the W and the Z, and called it AZERTY. Why? Honestly, nobody is completely sure. Some historians think it was about French typesetters, some think it was a marketing move, some think it was just to be different from the British. What we do know is AZERTY is even worse than QWERTY for typing French. The most common letter in French is E. The second most common is A. On AZERTY, the A sits on the pinky finger, the weakest finger on your hand. French typists have been punishing their pinkies for over a century. So why didn't we fix it? People tried. In 1936, a professor named August Dvorak designed a brand new layout. He put the most common letters on the home row, right under your strongest fingers. Less movement, less strain, more speed. Studies showed Dvorak typists could be faster, more accurate, and far less tired. It was, by every measure, a better keyboard. So everyone switched, right? Nope. Almost nobody switched. Why? Because of a thing economists call switching costs. Imagine you were a typist in 1940. You have spent years training your fingers on QWERTY. Your office has 100 QWERTY typewriters. Every new hire knows QWERTY. Switching means starting from zero. This is called path dependence. The first choice locks in all future choices, even when a better option appears. QWERTY won the race in 1873, and every single keyboard since then has copied that race. Fast forward to today. You are reading this on a phone, a laptop, or a tablet. The screen is glass. There are no metal arms. There is no jam to prevent. And yet, the letters on your screen are still arranged in the order designed to stop a machine that no longer exists. Let's measure the damage. On QWERTY, your fingers travel about 20 kilometers per day for an average office worker. On Dvorak, that drops to about 1 kilometer. 19 extra kilometers of finger walking every single day for a typewriter that died 100 years ago.